quick craft. This time I'm going to make a bunting to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but you could substitute the shamrocks I'm using for another shape to do any holiday really. So for the string that you would use for the bunting, you could use anything that you got at a thrift store or yard sale. So I've got some twill tape here that I got, I don't know, somewhere. I've got this lace that's used for hemming. That would be an interesting tie, pretty. And I've also got this Cecil twine that I got at a yard sale for 50 cents. So you could use just about anything. So for the flag part of the bunting, I'm using pages out of this little dictionary. Pages in this dictionary are about 3 inches by 5 inches or so. So I pulled out a couple pages, squared them up a bit, and then I cut a notch out of the bottom to make the flags. So I've got some shamrock shapes here that are cut out of cardstock, and using just a little bit of glue, I'm going to, I know I usually use a tape runner because it's not as messy, but I can't find my tape runner right now. So I'm just going to brush on a little glue. I don't want too much because, especially with thin pages like in this dictionary, it would really make the pages kind of ruffle up. So I'm just using ordinary white glue and just sort of place it there. You know what, I'm not going to use that one. See that that's got kind of a ribbed edge. Let's just move on here. And I'll stick you there. Okay. So if we were using the twill tape, you know what, I would probably just get my stapler out and staple it right on to that tape, or maybe even put the tape on the front. That would be really pretty. Same with the lace. That would be nice too. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to use this Cecil twine. And so do you know what? I've changed my mind. Let's not do that. I'm definitely going to use the twill tape. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue across the top and glue that right down. I've also got some raffia that I want to use, so I'm going to tie some little bows out of that. And if you want to see what's the best way to tie ribbon into bows, or in this case raffia into bows, so that both of your tails go the same way, I'm going to show you a little trick. So you make bunny ears, wrap one around the other, pull it through. Now, to even up your bows, you can absolutely just pull on the tails to make them the right size. Round them up a bit. And then trim the tails off to length. You will never ever struggle trying to get your ribbon bows to go the right way again. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right here in the center and add my bow. Okay, so we'll leave that to dry. And we're just going to do a string of these, you know, space them out evenly about every 4 to 6 inches. When I've got this done, I'm going to use this to decorate, and I will show you a picture of that. So I've got another quick craft. This is for St. Patrick's Day, but again, if you've got the right scarf, you can do it for any holiday. So I got this oblong scarf at Dollar Tree for $1. And I'm going to see if I can bring this back just a bit so you can get a better look. Okay, so what you want to do is lay out your scarf and then bring the two ends together. What we're going to end up with is an infinity scarf, which I think is ever so much better, more attractive, and easier to wear. Okay, so we've got the two ends meeting. Okay, what you want to do is take one of the ends and flip it right over. Use a couple of pins to pin this together so that you won't forget which way it's supposed to go. And you could sew this on the sewing machine, but you know what? For 8 or 9 inches of stitching, I'm not going to thread my bobbin and get my machine all set up. I'm not going to clear off my desk for that much. So I've got myself a spool of thread, and I'm just going to get out my hand needle and stitch that up quick as anything. I'll come back and show you a picture of me wearing it, and I'm going to wear it to the office tomorrow. Take care. And another quick craft. So once again, I made use of pages from this garage sale dictionary that I got. It's just little, it's about 3 inches by 5 inches. So I pulled out a page and I chose a vintage St. Patrick's Day image from the internet, and I put this through my inkjet printer. It was no problem at all. And I happen to have several 3.5 by 5 frames. This one I chalk painted in the summer, distressed it a little, and finished it with some wax, but you could use any frame that you pick up at the thrift store. So we'll just take it apart, stick the bird in, and I guess we want it to go this way. There we go. I mean, how fast is that? And it's really cute. And you could put that on a buffet table or on a shelf. Yeah, I've done some bigger ones as well. I will show some photos on my blog. You can take a look at wishesandweeds.com to see some photos. And Pinterest has tons of vintage images. So go to Pinterest, just put in vintage St. Patrick's, and you'll get a ton of old postcards. The way I found my images was to do a Google image search, and I looked for ones that were transparent because I didn't want to worry about centering the image or having the whole page colored in so that the dictionary words didn't show through. So you can set your preferences for transparent photos. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this video and it's inspired you to do a quick craft. Seriously, 5 minutes. If you've any experience using the internet at all, this is seriously a 5-minute decoration that you can whip up and amaze people. All right, take care, and we will be back again.